Wastelanders, and welcome to the continuation of Let's Build a Settlement here. Haba. Raindrop. Raindrop. Yeah. Anyway, Echo Lake Lumber. And we're getting pretty close to finishing this bad boy. In the last episode, we were doing up some stores here and got that person in there doing their job, and this person just kind of standing there. And I was trying to decide what to do with this, and I think I'm just going to cheap out on this one, which is probably going to make some people unhappy, but we know what's coming along. Let's see. Signs, I guess. Let's find out. For those of you who've been with me for a while, you might know what's coming. Lobster. Here somewhere. There it is. Boom. Consider it decorated. Yeah, that's the cheap way of doing it. And I don't care. And neither should you. So there. Alright, let's go ahead and throw some doors on this bad boy. One on each side. Boom! And that's how you solve the problem of not really wanting to decorate, but decorating. Or rent. Alright, so we got this space here with that and that I never finished doing some stuff with, and honestly I totally forgot. So that one, yeah, I did legit forget. We're not really going to put any buildings in here, though. I did have a request for something that we're going to do. But first I have to try to make this work. So we need some something here. We're gonna go, I suppose, to G2M and go to my old favorite. This is gonna give me plenty of options here. Turn off there we go, surface snapping. Oh, let's throw that in there, and I think I'm gonna take that guy out. I'm gonna replace him with this one. Okay. Can I move this over a little bit? Do something. Just to give us a little more walking space without really hurting anything too much. Alright, I like it. Now, I had an idea in my head to kind of fulfill the request. So let's see if we can actually make this work here. We're going to need some curved pieces. And I think I'm going to end up going with probably the larger ones. So let's see. They all look about the same, just different textures. Okay. So let's turn off our snapping for now. Get this in here, like so. Might be able to see where I'm going with this now. Now we'll turn our snapping back on. See how this ends up looking. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't want to take up too much of the space in the water, so we might have to twerk this a little bit. So let's see if I can get this guy to snap. Come on. There's too many things here. Oh, cheese and crackers. Yeah, it just doesn't want to do it. But that's okay, we might not want to go all the way anyway. Then if we turn off our snapping and we look at this, this can take us like way into the waterfall, which we don't want to do that. So let's see, what else do we have here? We have the corner piece here. That's again way too big. Let's see, something like that. Yeah, no, I don't really want to go too close to that, so maybe we'll just end it with something, one of these dudes. That. Just to get a little more space in here. Okay, that's not too bad. Now we got a nice little casual walkway here. Of course, this looks like poop. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. Nice. That's not too bad. Alright. Then we'll get some sort of set of stairs to come down there. Alright, let's see. What do we got for stairs? We need something small and simple. Like that. like that. How does that look? Too bad, not too bad. Rock's kind of in the way. Can I work that? Okay. Gonna push that over a little bit like that. I like it. Cool. Might actually move that cliff all together. We'll see. For now, we're just gonna kind of leave that. And we got ourselves a nice little walkway down here that kind of follows the curve of the water. Except I wonder if I can curve that a little more. Take that out. Play around with that real quick. Let's throw one of these bad boys in here. Just to give us a little more action. Take that and drop that in there like that. Yeah, I think I like that better. Now that extends it and makes this come too close to the waterfall. Which actually, that's not too bad of a thing. But I think we should probably stop it a little shorter. Let's see. How is that going to look if we drop that in there like so? Yeah, kind of thinking we don't need that. We do need supports, though. So we're going to put in little individual doers like so, every once in a while. Let's put one there. Need any more? Maybe there? Nah, I don't think we need it. Okay. Now that we have done that, we need... Did you miss it? Probably did. Resources, no. Far Harbor. Oh, that's right, it's in here. Okay. Decoration? Or somewhere. Forget where. Oh, fish farm. There we go. Definitely got to turn off our snapping. Let's see. Oof. This thing's way bigger than I remember. Plop it in here. Look at that. Comes with its own bird. Forgot about that. Oh. Let's move this over. The bird. Oh, there he is. I thought it like disappeared. Alright, let's see. Oof. That's not gonna work. Might have to actually shrink this thing in size, to be honest. That's not too bad, actually. I mean, it serves a purpose. It's... Well, let's take a look. Over here we got plenty of water if I decided to do it here. Suppose I could. Let's see. Definitely not over there. Too spiky. Yeah, forgot about the boat over there. Suppose we could just kind of put it here. Maybe we'll do that instead. We'll keep the waterfall as is. Take this and we'll throw in some extra decoration out here. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Let's turn off our highlighting so we can actually see this thing. Bring this up. Get that netting just above the water, I think. Somewhere right around there. Okay. Now we need some fishies. Oh, there's already some in there. Well, give them some friends. I think I just put some more in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now. I don't know if I can assign somebody to this, but we're going to certainly try. Doggy, you want to feed the fish? Alright. Come on over here. Let's open our doors. Now let's make a person. Let's see if we can assign them. Oh, as somebody had pointed out, probably one of the reasons why I am not getting any players on my own is because I hacked this settlement. I didn't do the actual game playthrough to earn this settlement, and that could be a reason why nobody is showing up. Why did I do that? Hang on a second. Let's assign this person. So, why did I do that? You. Fish. Where are you going? Huh. I guess not. I mean, they're at least assigned to whether or not they're actually going to do anything. Whatever. So why did I do that? Because of time constraints. I wanted to get in here to start building, and I just didn't have enough time to really settle in to do the full playthrough to earn this place. So, yeah, there we go. I try not to do that. My snapping back on. There we go. Just simply because of things like that can pop up. Like, I honestly didn't even think that was a thing until somebody had pointed that out to me when they were asked or commenting as to why I possibly don't have any settlers showing up. And now we know why, I think. Your thoughts, I mean, leave it in the comments below. Where'd that person go? Oh, there they are. If that is actually a thing or not, I really honestly don't know if it is, but I mean, it does honestly make sense. I don't think I keep all of these. Oh, jeez, I didn't mean to do that. Son of a monkey. How much data did I lose here? Probably a lot. Oh, man. That's why you gotta keep your highlighting on when you're doing that kind of stuff. Pew pew. Gotta be careful. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, maybe I didn't lose too much. I signed you, so it should mean that all of this should be safe. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Okay. Let's try that again. Alright, we're gonna come in here. Floors. Maybe we'll try something different. Let's try locking these in place. I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna like randomly throwing these in here right now. Let's see. It's upstairs. Let's play around with this for a second. We're just gonna kind of create a walkway. I'm not gonna put any buildings in here. At least I don't plan to anyway. Kind of tight, but I think it'll work. Actually, yeah, there you go. So let's put in. Nah, I kind of like that. Put that guy in there. Maybe another set of stairs or another section of walkway. Let's figure that out. Put that there. That one there. Maybe. Kind of like the rock being part of it. Let's see. I want a small. Yeah, no, that's not going to work unless I move that up there. Let's start off for snapping. Let's play with that for a second. This here. Let's see if we actually got that straight or not. Eh. Turn back, snapping. And let's see. So close. Actually, we do have a longer one. Oh, we're gonna run right into the truck, though. It's gonna be a problem. Alright, so let's get that guy out of there. Let's play around with this. Okay, let's go in there. Let's see what happens if we go that way. Ooh, I like that better. Okay, now let's put a little doer in here. Just like that. Then we can come down that way. Much better. Nice. There we go. We can go do up and windy. All just to walk across the dam. But I do have some plans for over here, so this is going to kind of lead to something. So maybe we will put another little walkway there. We're also going to need some railings. Alright. Safety first. Let's see. Well, I'm going to use some of these bad boys. I haven't really used any of these for this whole build, except for like in maybe one or two places. So let's use them. Okay. Let's throw that guy in there. That guy right there. And we'll use that one. Bendy one. That one. Keep things funky fresh, you know? Okay. I suppose we need some sort of railing here, too. I don't know if I want to use this one. Ooh, not good. Have to place that one by hand. I think we'll have to do that. two with the larger one. Let's see if the larger ones actually fit in here. Ooh, too large. Alright, we'll play around with that one later. Okay. Now that we've got that, let's come back to USO decorations. Give you guys an idea of what's going on here. We're going to put some trees in here. Need a big old honking tree. Nice elm tree. We'll stick this guy right about there. We're going to make a nice little, like, meditation zone or something. Give me that guy. Let me turn my highlighting back on so I don't accidentally muck things up again. Let's stick that there. And let's get an orangey one. Put that right there in the sky. Bring this sucker right down over here. Perfect. I don't want to block anything by accident. Okay. And let's get that one a frame too. Just make that guy right there. Okay, there we go. Push him right down there. Excellent. Now we've got a little... let's move this guy around. Nice. Got a nice little tree zone. Looking all nice and purty, kind of like a park, except not a very well kept one, but that's okay. And actually, nope. Sorry, let's go back into here and here. Seating, benches, nice. Throw this guy right here by the tree. So people can chill by the trees, listen to the waterfalls. Heck, we might even stick one right down here too. Get this one just right. Right about there. So yeah, my rocks are a little bit much. So let's see what happens if we take that out completely. Look at that, it wants to rotate as I rotate. Interesting. You know what, let's put rocks down over here. No, that don't look right. We just like threw it over here. Something like that. There we go. Now it's out of the way. Okay, now that we've done that, surface snapping on. There we go. I want this to look right. Stick a little friend right here. Let's back this guy off. Let's see. Oh, geez, we got plenty of space to back up. At least on that one, anyway. This one, you know what, we'll go right in. Do to there. There we go. Much better. That way they're not right on top of the water. Okay. Throw a little guy right over here by this tree as well. We don't want everybody to be right on top of each other, you know? Excellent. Yeah, this is kind of like a little nature preserve area. Perfect. Thinking we need a little tree, though. Everybody needs a little tree. Let's go with a little red doer. Yeah, something like that guy. Stick that one like right there. I like it. You know what? Just to keep things funky, fresh. Stick one over here as well. Just to kind of add a little something to the ambiance. That way it doesn't look so lopsided by the fact that we have all these trees gathered in like one spot and nowhere else. Nice. Alright, let's do the same with a little green tree. There we go, that'll do. Let's throw this guy right here. Perfect. Where else can we stick a tree? Let's see. Oh, we got all this space over here. Perfect for some big old trees. Yeah, like that doer. Stick that guy right there. And you know what it means when you start to see trees. That means we're getting pretty close to the end. So you usually save this kind of stuff for the very, very end. Like that guy. Gotta be careful that we don't want to block the sunlight to our, whatchamacallit there, our greenhouse. So you know what? Let's put this one right here in the water. There we go. Oh, I gotta fix my water too. Everybody's been complaining about the fact that we got this water tower and there's like no water. And I've pointed out in the comments, like, you want water? There's all that water right there. Well, you can drink all that, but yeah, according to the whatchamacallit there up in the top, I have no water in my settlement. And it's not because of lack of electricity. If you look at this, it's not requiring electricity. I think it's just more that this is a decoration that's from Woody's Wasteland, so I don't know if it actually offers any water or not. So, let's use that guy. Yeah. Let's uppity up and take a look. Perfect. We got plenty of sunlight to go in there. We got trees over there as well that are serving a purpose. Got our nice little meditation area. Excellent. All right, let's do a save. So I am going to fix my water problem in a second, though. Let's do a new save before I do that. Here's a little sneaky peeky on something I just finished. Got a tour coming up on that next weekend. Yeah, there's some something going on there. Okay. Now that we have done that, we got trees. Now we need water. Let's see. Resources, water. Got that. Got the actual big chunk of dudes there. Oh, there we go. I like that. We're gonna stick that right here. Boom, now we got some water. We need more though, of course. These are some thirsty settlers. Let's see, we got big old Vaultec pumps. Produces 100 water. But we don't have the room for that. Yet. Maybe we can miniaturize it and stick it somewhere. Not in there. And I don't really want to ruin the serene whatever of that. That building's taken up. We definitely don't want to stick it in here because that's sort of living space. What are you doing? Where did you come from? Huh. Well, you can go be a farmer with the other farmers. There you go. Now you're assigned. I don't know where that person came from. Maybe we actually got a settler on our own. Huh. Go figure. Alright. What else we got? Let's check our regular resources for water. We got, let's see, a tank here. Industrial thing. No, we're not going to use that. That's too modern looking. You already got a windmill. Okay. Let's check our other mods. Let's see. Food. That is actually all food. Okay. Fences, furniture, power, decorations. Do we not have resources in here? Huh. No, nothing in there. That's quite odd. Okay. Onward. Resources. Water. Look at that bad boy. Produces 3. Psh, worth it. I love that sound. Let's see. Ooh, we got a big old water tower. Ooh. Alright, we got these guys. Maybe I'll use this. Where can we stick that? Where do we have some space that we don't really care about? Right there. Just stick a big old water tower. Boom! Right there. We're going to turn that around. Basically, maybe this way. Go, doggy. I'm building. Nice. Okay, now we got water. Perfect. Okay, let's go into the building here. And pick this up over here. Where? I don't know. Go right there. There we go. There. Get it. Randomly throwing stuff on the ground. What the heck? Alright, let's get some lighting in here. Um, hmm. Maybe. Oh, look at that. I didn't even realize I put that weird ceiling section there. Whatever, who cares? Let's see what we got. Ooh, kind of like that. Just regular ceiling section. We do not. Alright. We're gonna cheap out and go to USO. Lights. Ceiling lights. There we go. Just throw that guy there. Stick that one there. Oh, we'll skip over the hole. Forgot about that kind of stuff. Let's just randomly throw some lights in here. Stick one ready butte there. Ready butte there. One in the toilet that is definitely gonna need some TLC there. Alright. Let's move on up. Oh, I apparently already put some lights in here, but we still need some more. It's pretty dark in here. We'll skip over those sections. We'll just kind of randomly throw them in places that actually have some good ceilings to work with. And let's see. Move on up this way. And we'll switch over to something like that. Stick that guy there. Another one right there. Perfecto. And one here. One over here. Stick one there. Excellent. You have light everywhere. Okay, a little dark in the kitchen here. Oh, because we need some floor slash ceiling there. Alright, let's go ahead and do a save, and then we'll stick something up in there. We're going to make it look like a patch job, of course. So let's go over here to some regular wood floors. Let's use, yeah, something like that. Surface snap. Turn off, ow, regular snap. I hang my hand on my desk here. There we go, perfect. Just get this in there like so. Let's have a look. Hey, not bad at all. Definitely suffices for a kitchen, I would say. Alright. What do we have in here for lights? Oh, same thing. You know what? Stick one of these up here. Perfect. Now we got plenty of light here. And come on over this way. Oh, we got this whole other section here I completely didn't even see. Let's go ahead and... So I'm going to leave these kind of crooked. Just like, you know, they were an afterthought or something. Somebody just kind of like threw them in there. Just where they needed some light. Perfect. And over here, we have that rebuild section. We're going to use... yeah, string lights. Stick one there. Oof. I hit the wall. And one there. Okay, perfect. Now we need another wood floor section. Now we can turn that off. Get away with some smaller pieces. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Nice. Very, very nice. This section over here. Cheese and crackers. This place is huge. Okay. Well, let's continue. I guess, yeah, stick some more lights. Just a few more. Lights. Lights. What is that? That's kind of neat. Stick that guy right here. Oh, it doesn't even do anything. It's just a shade. I was hoping it was an actual, like, light. Feel cheated. I don't know. Let's try one of these guys and then, I guess. Ah, it doesn't even give off any light. That's cheap. Alright. We're gonna go back to the other guys. Actually, no, let's go with this one here. Centered right on
that as best we can. Boom. Do the same right over here, I guess. Or maybe not. That's, yeah, that cabinet's in the way. Ooh, that's not even close to centered. There we go. Get rid of the clutter on here. And let's get rid of the cabinet. To heck with it. That way we can put our light here. Get a little more light. There we go. Okay. Alright. So let's see. Where are we? Floor to ceiling wise. Let's come down here. And way down here. See, that's patched. That looks okay. Oh, we need lights down here. Cheese and crackers. There's so many levelers. That guy there. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm not trying to make these perfect. Like, lined up. I do that with other places, but this place I don't really care all that much. Let's put one of these for each one. Perfect. Okay. That leads to outside. Yeah, this place is a lot of levels. There is so much to this thing. Okay. Let's go, I guess, this way. Up the stairs that I made. Let's check up here. Floors all patched. Yes, I think we're good for the floors. And my hack job for the ceilings. I got that doorway that I put in place. So we patch that hole. That's good. Okay. Go back down. Yeah. Let's see if we can do something with making this bathroom a little more user-friendly. Pick up the broom. Nice. Leaning. I think I'm actually going to try doing a repair job versus just taking that wall section out and replacing it. So let's see, what do I want to use? Let's try using some of like our half walls. Half walls, perfect. Yeah, some stuff like this in place. So what's on the other side? Ooh, that might not work because these half walls are pretty big. Okay. We just do something like this. We'll maybe try to patch up that hole in the door so we get a little bit of more privacy so somebody doesn't just come in and watch you tinkle. That's not good. Bring it back just a little bit because of that. There we go. Okay, let's see. Let's use out of there. Yes, come in. Use something like that maybe. No, it's too wide. Shoot. Alright. We're gonna use a sign then. All decorations. Use a vault poster. There we go. Wait. I gotta see if we can find one about washing your hands. Something that has to do with cleanliness. Did I miss it already? Let's see. You taking your medication? Ah, there we go. There's one on cleanliness or something. Nice. Love it. Alright, I'm gonna leave that toilet because that's what these folks deserve. Let's go ahead and throw a door on there. Door. Whoops, wrong way. Back in here. Door. There we go. Snap. I have snap and turn off. I did. There we go. Oh, I see, because there's the other door frames in there. Okay, cool. Our bathroom is fixed. Let's fix our kitchen scale. It's on the side. Oh, these people just throw everything everywhere. Oh, jeez. I'm no better. Oh, that's not going to help. What's that? Sort of flower thing growing out of there. Oh, I see. You come over here and join your friend. get rid of that. And here's another scale they just threw on the ground. Oh, look at that. We've got lamps and stuff down in here. Oh. Interesting. Okie dokie. Alright. It is a little this section, but yeah, I think it's fine. Okay. So we got bathroom there. We got some counters for no reason. We got storage, which is fine. Let me see. Check. CVC. Stores. Reader deco. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. We can get rid of one or two of these and make this look like we actually have some stuff in here. Stuff that in there. Maybe we'll do the same, like, put the basket in here. Whoops, there we go. Just to make this look a little more lively. Ooh, nice cart full of junk. Throw that there. Perfecto, give me that. Excelente. Yeah, we're just gonna throw a bunch of random stuff on here. Who cares, right? You guys want more decorations? You're getting more decorations, whether you like it or not. Ooh, that guy. I'm gonna stick this one over here. Boom. Bet you didn't know you could do that, huh? You did. That there. Ooh, what is that? It's like a storefront. Stick a right there. Stick this guy. I don't know, here. Look right. Yeah, that looks fine. Oops. Yeah, might as well. We'll just keep throwing stuff in here just to fill it in. Oh, chairs. Everybody needs chairs. Where can we stuff this? Just put this cart right here. Boom. Ah, somebody made a mess and spilled one. Jerks. Let's see. Ammo, deco, clinic, deco. What's we got? We have like a complete shelf in here somewhere. That's gonna be too problematic. Who cares? Onward! Nice. Deco skeleton. Let's get out of the clinic. Food and drink. Armor deco. Ah, there we go. Let me stick that bad one. Maybe right here. We'll just stick that there. What else we got? Well, actually, that one might work. No, that's not. Shoot. Yeah, I think that's good enough for this space. Alright. Oh, we got more up here. Yeah, go ahead and just start shoveling stuff wherever. Who cares? Makes it look more lived in. Well, let's take that out. We're gonna put this over here. This is where do some work, get some actual stuff done. You know. Do we want to go that far? Why not? Let's Ooh, yeah, we're gonna lose all that stuff. If I just scooch it like that. That's not gonna work. It just floats? Okay. Whatever. Yeah, that's good enough. Who cares? Alright. And I can't pick that up because that's an actual suit of armor. So we'll just leave that as it is. Let's see, up here. Our busket. Let's see, apparel deco. Actually, you know what? This actually looks pretty decent as maybe living space. Maybe we'll just like shove a bunch of beds up in there. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Alright, so let's get rid of that junk. Actually, I probably could have kept that now that I thought about it. I can show you guys a little trick here. So let's see, we got the smaller one. We can get rid of that. And let's see, is that... Yeah. Nah, we're just gonna get rid of these. They're just gonna be too much of a pain in the butt. And I gotta fix that because that's annoying. But that's... Whoop. Off like that. Cool ammo, just get rid of that. Dip that down. That's probably better. Alright, let's go ahead and fill this in with a bunch of beds. We even got a little nice balcony here too. Excellent. Maybe we'll just do a bunch of bunk beds. That'll really help with the lack of bedding. Make sure they are functionality. Zip all the way down to the end where all the bunk beds are. There we go. What bunk beds do we want to give them? Yeah, I like that better. Stick a couple of bunk beds here. Yeah, these guys have Nuka-Cola bunk beds. Why not? Sure they exist. What else we got in here? Got a nice little tent. There we go. I'll try to make all these as different as possible so it's not so bland. I just wish they had like different tops and bottoms to them. That would be a little bit more fun. Well, we're gonna get rid of all this junk too. Later. Update, nice. These make good shower drains. You can find these in the Kuru tab. You build like a big giant shower type place or something. They look like little shower drains. See? Not bad. Let's do a quick save. Throw in a couple more beds and then we are done with this episode. Might have maybe one more where I'll do a little more decorating and then that'll be done. Alright. Let's get some more bunky beds in here. There we go. Let's stick this one here. Put that one there. We're just going to go down the line because we've only got a couple rows here. That's good enough. Alright, let's take these out and I'm going to show you a little trick here that I'd hinted to before. Is that where they are? Ooh, where are that? Is it in here? Sleeping furniture, beds. There we go, sleeping bags. You can turn these into bunk beds. We'll just stick that there. It's kind of tight space, but turn off our surface snap. You can layer these up. And now you have instant bunk beds in a warehouse type deal setting. So you need pillows for heads. We'll stick that guy there. I'll give this one a nice little pillow right there. Get that one a green one. Boom! Instant bunk beds. Nice. What do we have? 23 beds for 16 people. We have space for more people if we wanted them. Okie dokie. I think that is going to do it. Pick that up again. It's mine now. Alright. Yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Next time we come back, we'll put on some finishing touches. Then we are done. We are going to be moving on to Nuka-Cola World. Nuka World, or whatever. And we're going to be building at the dam. That is another viewer request that is going to be quite interesting because that is not an actual settlement. So building there is going to be a little wonky, but we can do it. It's going to be fun. So make sure you're there. Alright, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.